All right, guys, let's take a look at the Mitchell Timepiece Aviation-Inspired Air Commander. So I'll put a link down in the description to their website. This is a prototype. There's going to be a pre-order, and all that information will be on the website. So there's some other models in there too. So they have some other concepts. It looks like everything's using Swiss movements. This one has the Sellita SW280, as you can see, a moon phase down there, just below the hand stack. And there's even a hand wind, different version, more of a round watch, more of a pilot style watch. This one's more of the, if you read the description on it, it's kind of more for like the Air Force desk jockeys, I guess, kind of sort of thing. You know, the guys that are maybe not pilots, but they also have a job to do in the Air Force or military, and it's okay to wear some dress watches or something like that. But anyway, when I was talking to Brad, the owner of Mitchell Timepieces, he's an Air Force veteran himself. So big thanks to Brad for sending this over, and more importantly, for your service to our country. So let's get into this watch real quick. So you're looking at a 40 millimeter case, side to side. The lug to lug span is 44.5. You can see it has a really cool arch to the whole case and to the sapphire crystal, which is something I don't get on the channel very often. Is, you know, weirdly shaped crystals are usually round, right? 13 millimeter thick and 22 millimeter lug width, 7.5 millimeter crown. You can see that's kind of signed with like a, almost like a turbine sort of thing, if we can get it to focus. And handset, all of that stuff. You're going to see like aviation cues all over this watch, but yet it's still just kind of very like clean and classy looking. So again, this is a prototype, so there will be some changes. Let's talk about the changes real quick. The changes or upgrades, you're going to have stronger BGW9 loom. So when I do the loom, the actual production model is going to have stronger loom. It'll also have a much better leather strap, and maybe even a better clasp system versus just a tang and buckle. We'll see. He's working on some things. But on the dial, the big change is going to be, you're going to have a framed date window, and I think he's going to figure out a way to frame in the moon phase, which should be interesting. So, like we already talked about, it's going to have, or it does have, the Sellita SW280 in it, which is a very well done Swiss movement. It's three-handed with a date function and a moon phase complication there. So that can all be adjusted via the crown here, which is push-pull. And in the static position here, you can wind it. Has a nice wind and feel to it, easy to operate, plenty of traction, plenty of good size there for it. Nice font matching the unique case shape there. It all kind of ties together. And you can see, like I said, that handset, very like prop looking-ish, and it just works really good. This is the blue dial. It's like a like a burst blue, and there'll be a black dial as well. The pre-order price is $425. So I'm thinking he's hoping to do it all on his website versus like having to do a Kickstarter. But it's going to be pre-order of $425 and then the balance due of $300 once the production is done. But you can see this is, again, one of those things that I like. The case is, it's not a bezel on a case with the crystal pressed into the bezel. This is the total case shape, and then the crystal is pressed directly into the case. So that is kind of fun. I like that. Here's a look at the case back. It has 4 screws securing it down, and then you have some, again, a lot of aviation themed going on there. So let's pop this guy on wrist. We'll do a loom shot, and I think should be able to cover most of everything there. This pouch, I don't know if this is the entirety of the package that he intends to do when he ships these, but this thing is a very nice leather pouch, and it smells amazing. It is nice to see some high quality leather come through as the packaging. You have a spot up there for extra straps or something. You can kind of stuff the watch in there, and it's just nice simple fold over tab just like that. So that's like, I like that. I would definitely use that. So there it is on my 7¼ inch wrist. Kind of a fun piece, more dress, obviously. I'm sure you could use it as like a casual wear as well. It's just definitely a watch that you don't see on my channel very often is the unique shapes like this, unless you mess around with like trying to think what I like, maybe like some Hamiltons. You know, I usually don't mess around with more expensive like Cartiers or anything like that. So it's just kind of fun to see, you know, watches that stand out from the norm. You know, it's not just a round watch with normal font and everything like that. So I really appreciate Brad kind of stepping outside the norm and doing some fun things like this. And of course, I did, like I said, if you look on his website, there are some more traditional looking watches as well that they're going to be offering. So I'm excited to see those later on, hopefully too. Let's kill the lights and check the lume on this. Like I said, it's BGW9, and it's actually really weak. This is my first time looking at it. It's really weak on this model. So I don't expect it to, you know, the production model to be like full-blown diver bright, but he did say that the production model will have a decent amount of BGW9. So it should be plenty good on the production model. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Big thanks to Brad for your service and for sending this watch, and I'll see you guys on the next vid.